Hello everybody, it's yours truly, Hunter, aka Ballomatic here, and today we're playing Mario Kart Wii Deluxe, a mod for Mario Kart Wii that has every single Mario Kart track in it. And today we're playing the N64 Mushroom Cup, starting off with Luigi Raceway, and I'm already struggling. I didn't even get the rocket boost, and I am in dead last. So we are on the first Mario Kart to actually have 3D visuals. Also, did y'all just see that? Dude dropped the star, and I got it from him dropping it. Honestly, that was pretty sick. But yeah, the first Mario Kart to ever have 3D visuals. Obviously, the original Super Mario Kart had some pretty flat tracks, although this mod definitely did a lot to improve those tracks. Obviously, made them look a lot better, had more elevation, made them look a lot cleaner, like made them look cooler. Okay, I'm gonna grab this bullet bill because I just dropped that. I definitely need that. Okay, wait, can I dodge the POW? And I dodged the blue shell. Let's go. Okay, well, I didn't dodge the blue shell, but I didn't get hit by the blue shell, which is great. Oh wait, I was gonna try to get the item box because I believe in the original the original game for this track, you actually got a mushroom or a star out of that. I think there's a star. I think if you got that item box that Luigi drops on the balloon, you do get a star, which is pretty cool. Okay, oh my gosh, and I'm now gonna get blue shell. I will say, I feel like these tracks are now gonna get a lot crazier with trying to get star rank, because by the way, I am trying to get star rank in every single cup in this series, and I feel like it's going to be a lot more difficult now because the tracks are going to get more difficult. With the Super Mario Kart tracks, they were pretty easy to, you know, get a breakaway on. But on tracks like these, we're going to have to be a lot more careful because the items are going to get a lot crazier, I feel like. And the CPUs are going to probably be a lot better. So we're going to see. Okay, Bowser Jr., where is he going? Oh my gosh. Which, by the way, I did learn that apparently you need to like keep at least 5th in one race and get 1st in all the other ones in order to keep star rank, because you have to have like a certain amount of points in order to get star rank. So I'm going to keep that in mind because if I get like a certain placement, I don't want to like have to race all through the tracks again, because then it's like, okay, what's the point if I'm not even going to get star rank in the first place? Why go through the hassle, you know, of finishing the race if I'm just not going to be guaranteed it? So, oh no, speaking of, I need to go. Oh no. Okay, give me something good, please. I'm in 7th. I need like a bullet bill or something, or a star. Mega mushroom, that works. Okay, can I get 3rd? Can I get 3rd? 2nd? Let's go. Okay, I was so scared there. I thought I was gonna get like 6th. Okay, we got 2nd. That's fine. I would have preferred 1st, but honestly, I will take that, what I can get. So let's move on to the next track. All right, here we go with Moo Moo Farm. Ooh, I really like this track. I'm not gonna lie. This looks a lot better than the original, because if you guys know, the original is very orange. It's also very boring. Okay, so they didn't do a 5-lap thing on this track. I know that some mods have actually made this track a lot longer, just because this track is insanely short, especially in these mods. Like, because of just how small the track is and now they have to scale it, the track is super short. In the original Mario Kart 64, it was like decently long just because of the way the game worked. But it was still a pretty short track. Yeah, see, look at that. 30 seconds. That is pretty short. And we are playing on 150 cc's. So that is like the standard speed for this track. So like, you know, 20-ish seconds. Not too bad though. But we are in 1st right now, which is pretty solid. Okay, I'm going to try to get a good item. Hopefully we get more protection or something. That'd be great. That's not great. That's not what I want. Okay, that's fine. I can take a shock. I'm going to go and get this mushroom here. See if we can grow big again. Also, I don't know exactly like what the like requirements are to like grow again. I know you have to be like at a certain speed, maybe, or I guess it's depending on the placement you're in is the length of time that you keep the shock. I have no clue. Let me know down below if any of you guys know how that works, because I've always been curious to know that. Like, how long does the shock last whenever you get hit? I don't know, but we got 1st. Pretty good for that track because that track's a little insane. So I'm honestly glad that that race was pretty smooth. So let's move on to the next one. All right, here we go with Koopa Troopa Beach. Looks like a lot of these tracks are made by the same people. It looks like Waltz is like one who makes a lot of the tracks. I do really like the fact that they put the name of the creator of the tracks in the like loading screen for the race. It is really cool because it's always nice to see like who exactly makes them, especially if you are like, you know these creators pretty well. It's good to give them recognition because I mean, these people put a lot of hard work into something that is completely free for them, because no one else, I mean, the modders don't get paid for this. They just make this because they enjoy Mario Kart and what Nintendo has made, and they get to, you know, do more with it, which is really awesome. I love that these mod creators, you know, are willing to do this completely for free. And hey, huge shout out to the mod creators. for any mod, for any game and for that matter, but especially for Mario Kart Wii, because Mario Kart Wii mods are some of the best out there. And if you want to check out this mod, the link is in the description down below. It is absolutely amazing. There's a lot of other fun mods as well. You got CTGP Revolution, you've got Revo Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart Wii XDS, you've got Retro Rewind. I mean, you've got some pretty amazing mods. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I'm getting blue shelled. Not great. Okay, try to drive into this. Okay, there we go. Pretty good. I'm still holding a solid lead here, which is pretty solid. Okay, can I make that? Okay, you definitely have to have a mushroom for that. You definitely have to have a mushroom, which I know in the original Mario Kart 64, you do also need a mushroom for that. So it definitely makes sense. Although I would love to take that shortcut if I can. Okay, let me try to take this ramp here. Okay, there we go. I was gonna try to take that ramp before, but I couldn't. Although there is no glide panel, that'd be cool, like in the later games, if they ported this track. I believe they ported this in Mario Kart 7, and they did that. I think there was a glide panel there, which is really cool. Obviously, Mario Kart 7, that was the main gimmick, was the gliding, which was pretty great. I mean, the gliding definitely was a good addition to Mario Kart, because, you know, flying's really cool. And I know in Mario Kart World, you turn into like a plane instead of like being in a glider, which is really cool. I love that they changed that so that, you know, it's not as bland, well, not bland, but it's not the same old thing. Like they change it up a little bit, which is really, really nice. Oh no, oh gosh. Okay, I screwed that up. I have a solid lead here, so I'm not exactly worried about messing up too bad. What I'm mostly worried about is going in the off-road, because star rank, if you are in the off-road too much, you won't get it even if you get first. So I just want to make sure of that, but pretty good, pretty solid. I mean, 42 points after 3 races. If we get a first or a second next time, I think we got this in the bag. So let's move on to our last track. All right, here we go with our last track, good old Calamari Desert. Let's flipping do it. Let's see how good this track is compared to the other versions of this track, because I know this track was in Mario Kart 7. It was also in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart Tour. So I'm gonna be curious to see how this fares against everything else. Also, the mini-map looks really cool. I love that they added the little details. I love that they added like a super detailed map of like where the train goes and stuff. That's really cool. Also, I believe this is more like the original, because yeah, you don't like go through the train track like you do in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart Tour. So it looks like they just kept it pretty faithful to the original, which I do like. I do like that they kept it faithful, because the original honestly is probably the best version of this track, I believe personally. Although I wonder if you can go inside the track. I don't want to try that just because it's probably considered off-road, and obviously I'm trying to, you know, do something with star rank here and actually try to, you know, do well in the races. So I don't want to exactly try anything necessarily. Maybe on my own time I can see if like you can go through the track and stuff, but it is pretty cool. I know in the original Mario Kart 64, the coolest thing was like waiting for the train, because depending on when you arrived at the train, you'd have to wait, which seems like I'm going fast enough to where I don't have to. But yeah, the train is like right there. Also, let me know down below. I don't know if there's 1 train or 2 trains. I feel like it's 2 trains. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. Obviously, this is a mod, so maybe they programmed it differently. But it does seem like they, you know, have more than 1 train going by. But in the original, it was like just 1 train, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this item box here. Okay, that was a really bad thing. It didn't even matter because I had an item in my hand and I didn't use it. So that literally was useless, me trying to go for that. That probably just slowed me down a lot. But we are doing really well. I don't know what it was with Luigi Raceway, but that track was insane. Although again, it's a very small track, so it's kind of expected. And I also believe the CPUs might be something to do with it. I don't know if like the CPUs aren't as good at some of the tracks than they are others. So maybe that's the reason why I didn't do as well. Although I did get second, so it wasn't too bad. I was so worried though that I was gonna do worse because, oh my gosh, this is crazy. All right, so I think we're gonna be doing pretty well here. Get a solid first place. I mean, this is literally the easiest victory ever. Literally nothing interesting has happened this entire race, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Sometimes we just need those races because I know the later we get in, the crazier it's gonna get. So we end off with 57 points. Pretty solid. Let's go to the award ceremony and see what we get. All right, so we got yet again 1 star. I don't know what it is. This is why I made it a star rank challenge, not a 3-star challenge, because if this was a 3-star challenge, I would be pretty bad at this. But we got 1 star. I'm happy about that. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you do not miss out on more Mario Kart Wii Deluxe videos like this. I'm posting these videos every Tuesday and Thursday at around 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you guys don't want to miss on that, be sure to check these out. And I want to give you a huge shout out to my higher tier members for continuing to support the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.